In the coastal waters off Ireland, a daring operation unfolded. The operation involved the raid of the bulk carrier and the discovery of an extraordinary amount of cocaine. The bulk carrier named Matthew, a Panamanian registered carrier built in Japan in 2001, is owned by a company based in Marshall Islands. The vessel's track record shows it is the only vessel owned by this particular company, a common practice in the shipping industry to obscure ownership. The carrier was on a voyage from South America and had been under surveillance by the Irish Naval Defence Forces for several days. The vessel was suspected of being involved in the trafficking of narcotics. The operation began when the Irish Naval Defence Forces raided the bulk carrier Matthew, which was found off the southern coast of Ireland. On the morning of the raid, as the ship attempted to elude capture, warning shots were fired by the Irish Navy patrol vessel William Butler Yeats. The tension grew and a high-stakes game was underway. The Irish Naval Forces, well versed in these maritime operations, didn't relent. They seized the opportunity to board the ship, inserting their teams via helicopters. The vast open hatches of bulk carriers, like Matthew, allowed for swift and calculated operations. Despite the vessel's evasive maneuvers, the Irish Navy gained control, ultimately guiding it to the Marina Point in Cork Harbour. Inside the bulk carrier, a jaw-dropping discovery was made. Around 5,000 pounds of cocaine were hidden, with an estimated street value of 157 million euros or $166 million. It was a significant haul, no doubt, but not unprecedented. 7 individuals had been taken into custody in connection with the drug seizure, but the Garda Síochána suspects that this operation was just the tip of the iceberg, indicating the involvement of a more extensive criminal network responsible for the distribution and onward transport of the seized narcotics. The unfolding of this operation can be traced back to the trawler who was suspected of being engaged in a drug transfer with Matthew. This trawler's ill-fated encounter with a sandbag marked the beginning of a series of dramatic events. As the vessel ran ground, it posed as a challenging obstacle to law enforcement. With the vessel stranded, authorities had no choice but to evacuate its 2 crew members by helicopter. The trawler, left marooned on the sandbank, has now turned into a vital crime scene to be examined thoroughly by law enforcement as soon as access can be granted. Beyond the Irish coast, this operation is emblematic of a broader battle against the escalating surge of cocaine trafficking within the ports and coastal waters of the European continent. The European cocaine market, valued at approximately $13 billion in 2021, has become a lucrative target for criminal smuggling syndicates in response to heightened vigilance at primary trafficking gateways such as Amsterdam and Rotterdam. These criminal networks have diversified their approaches by targeting secondary port locations. Shockingly, in at least one unnamed European Union harbor, reports from Europol's head, Catherine de Boll, suggest that an organized crime group had successfully infiltrated port staff, having everyone on their payroll. This indicates the extent to which criminal elements have managed to compromise even the most seemingly secure points of entry. As a result, the strategy of at-sea transfers involving the movement of contraband from large vessels to smaller trawlers or yachts has gained popularity among smugglers who seek to avoid the formidable law enforcement presence in major seaports. Ireland, despite its serene exterior, is not immune to the predicament. It bears the unfortunate distinction of having the highest rate of cocaine usage in Europe and the ranking 4th globally. In the wake of Matthew's seizure, the nation's top officials were quick to emphasize the government's commitment to making life exceedingly difficult for traffickers and organized crime entities. Irish Justice Minister Helen McEntry made the government's stance clear when she stated, "I think what's clear from this week's find is that Ireland is anything but a soft touch." She asserted that the country was actively engaged in the collective effort to dismantle organized crime syndicates. The discovery of over 2 tons of cocaine was described as hugely significant by senior Irish detective John Kelly during a press briefing. He revealed that these illicit drug shipments had originated from major South American drug cartels and several organized crime groups operating within Ireland. Kelly further stressed that no large shipment like this could enter their ports or traverse their country without the involvement of an Irish criminal group. The resounding message from the law enforcement authorities was clear. Ireland is not an easy gateway for drug imports, and they are relentless in their determination to disrupt and dismantle criminal organizations involved in drug trafficking. Reflecting on the raid, Irish Justice Minister Helen McEntee highlighted its complexity and intelligence-driven approach taken by law enforcement. She praised the authorities and characterized the operation as a significant blow to the international organized crime groups engaged in drug distribution, underscoring the far-reaching implications of their actions. The significance of this story goes beyond the immediate drug seizure. It delves into the intricacies of global drug cartels and unrelenting efforts of law enforcement agencies to counter their operations. It exposes the fragility of even the most sophisticated security systems when confronted with the resourcefulness of organized crime. Notably, the Kinahan cartel, known for its manipulative tactics and financial acumen, seemed to play a central role in this audacious drug smuggling venture. While the investigators did not believe that the cocaine belonged to the Kinahan cartel, their role appeared to revolve around facilitating the wholesale shipment on behalf of the Gulf Cartel, a notorious South American criminal organization. The venture was a gamble of unprecedented proportions, with the Kinahan cartel and its European counterparts investing a substantial 15 million euros. The Gulf cartel, having received advance payment for their role in the operation, seemingly vanished into thin air, leaving the promised riches in jeopardy. Broken alliances, missed opportunities, and despair now loomed over the Kinahan cartel and its associates. This operation, therefore, stands as a significant victory in the relentless fight because of the criminal landscape was shifting. It underscores the unwavering commitment of those dedicated to protecting communities and curbing the illicit drug trade. However, it also underscores the need for continued investment in naval capabilities. The challenges faced by the Irish Naval Service mirrored those encountered by naval and Coast Guard agencies worldwide. It highlights the vulnerability of territorial waters and economic exclusion zones, emphasizing the need for sustained investment in maintaining and upgrading their fleets to safeguard the nation's security effectively. The Irish coastal waters, often associated with picturesque landscapes and rich maritime history, had become the backdrop for an extraordinary event. It was a story that unfolded not just on the waves, but also in the intricate and shadowy world of international drug cartels. The scale of these drug-related operations is truly staggering, but beyond the sheer numbers lies in a deep narrative. It's a story of cat and mouse played out of the high seas. The unfolding events off the Irish coast, from the daring operation to the seizure of an extraordinary amount of cocaine, provide us with the valuable insights into the complex world of international drug trafficking and the relentless efforts of law enforcement agencies to combat these criminal enterprises. The story goes beyond the immediate drug seizure, shedding light on the Kinahan cartel's audacious venture and the unexpected disruptions that threw their plans into disarray. As the sun sets on this chapter, one thing is clear: the fight against drug trafficking continues. Criminal enterprises adapt and evolve, demanding a united global response to safeguard our world and shape a safer future. The tale of Matthew, captured in the dramatic backdrop of the Irish coastal waters, is a reminder that this battle is far from over. The battle against drug trafficking continues, with criminal enterprises constantly evolving, demanding a united global response to secure our world and our future. Thank you for watching.